Hi guys. Oh gosh, this hair all messed up. Oh, camera's over here. So, hi. I don't have my glasses on, so you know what that means. Girl, them contacts came. Yes. Girl, I'm not all the way legally blind anymore. Do you know that feeling? Girl, I could see across the street. Could see my hands. Oh my gosh, my hands. I can see the texture in my hands. I can see the texture on my face. My goodness. This HD vision is just not really HD vision. I'm still legally blind, but I see a whole heck of a lot better than I did with those thick glasses with the thickness. But before I get any further, let me introduce myself. Hi guys, it's your girl Kadlac. I am the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yeah, it's your girl Kadlac. So let me start out by saying I am a legally blind artist and a rapper. I don't put too much of my art forms in my videos anymore. So if you would like to ever check those out, they are available through the playlist. I'm going to link into the description box, the playlist. And the first one is all of my art concerning justice. That's what I do. I draw different scenes that's dealing with prison wife life and different scenes that are dealing with the justice system. I also make music about it. So there's a separate playlist, Kadlac the Rapper. And it's all my music that pertains to either prison wife life, the struggle of prison wife life, because it is a struggle, girl, and also the system itself. I make songs about that. For me, art is what releases my pain. Getting through this prison sentence with my husband, Marchello Jackson, is wrongfully convicted and excessively sentenced, doing a 40-year sentence in the state of Florida. He is about 20 years in, and I have been from his side from beginning to thus point. So a lot of art, my art is what helped me maintain a lot of these feelings. But I guess that's why I'm going like freaking Looney Tune now. I got to tune into some art. I need to get me a painting and just take all my anger out on this painting, girl. Like, for real. That's what I need to be doing. But anyways, I'm coming in today because it's the day after Thanksgiving. I did have to work. I worked a rather long shift. So that's what most of my day was. My dad did make sure that he got me a plate of food, girl. He smoked a turkey. I'll put a picture of it in the description box. But yeah, he smoked a turkey. My dad is the sweetest guy ever. Which crazy, because growing up, he was the tough guy. Y'all better get along. But now, he's a gummy bear. Like, for real. He does not want me. He was upset. He felt kind of upset when he found out I had to work. And then also that I had to leave. So he's like, I hope I'm finished, cooking before you have to go. So he hurried up and got me a to-go plate. He stacked that thing up. Girl, I don't even eat that much like that. But he was stacking it up. But I try to eat it like, I took it with me. I knew I couldn't eat all that. So I ate a little bit. And then I brought it back home and snuck it in the little refrigerator, girl. Because I don't want him to think I didn't eat it. Like, I got to eat it. So I got to finish the plate. Because that's just so, out of all of this, like many times when I mention it feels like nobody cares, baby, I know my dad cares. My dad loves me to life, like for real. And I'm fortunate to have my father. I'm so fortunate to have my father in my life, girl. He has been there, like, even with my mama. My mama was the tough one. She was the tough one. Unfortunately, she's not here with us no longer. But girl, when she lay down that law, my dad would be like, now, come on now, Puddin'. They used to call her Puddin'. Come on now, Puddin'. You know you can let her do the... My cars, every car I got is because my dad insisted on me getting it, girl. But yeah, So that was my Thanksgiving. So now it's the day after Thanksgiving. So when I got off super duper late last night. It was crazy, like ridiculously crazy. I worked in a yogurt shop, frozen yogurt shop last night. Girl, that was crazy. These folks, oh my gosh, it was so crowded. Crowded. Like the line for Judgment Day crowded, that crowded. Whew. There was frozen yogurt all over that place, all over this land. Like for real, girl. I was getting nervous. Girl. And then the little desk that I stand at with my register and stuff, oh my gosh, it's in a circle. And one was like, oh, it's no gloves over here. Oh, there's no paper towels over here. Oh, the frozen yogurt's here. So I'm like going around in this circle, like, oh my gosh, because I do have anxiety. So I'm like, and I manage it decently. Like I'm not inside, girl. I don't manage that thing at all inside. But on the outside, even when I'm so nervous and overwhelmed, you never see it. Like I have a blank emotion, which is crazy. So I know how to hide it. But I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I was finna shut down. I'm like, ugh, girl. So anything that's crazy eventually will end. And my shift ended and your girl was gone. So that is why I didn't get a video out yesterday. If you notice, I have been uploading daily. So today, I got to tell you my Thanksgiving story. It's hot in here, girl. Whew. Okay, I got to tell you my Thanksgiving Day story because unfortunately, I was not able to give it to you yesterday. So there are two parts. Just coming up, like let's gear this towards prison wife life or whatever. So all the past not prison wife. All the previous Thanksgivings growing up with raising our daughter, I had to become a single mother because her father is wrongfully convicted and excessively sentenced. And he went to prison when she was only 9 months old. So the holidays, I really don't even celebrate holidays now at all. Like, girl, goodbye. But in the past, when I did celebrate them, it was like, already her father was gone, you know. I think when he got closer, and sometimes when he was out, you know, they do the visitations on the that Thursday, then they'll do that Friday, and then weekend visitations come up that Saturday, Sunday. So you could get a good 4-day weekend visit with your husband. Like that feels, and you know, your child's father, they can spend 4 whole days with, you know, their loved one. Okay, so but that was the only time we did spend like those Thanksgivings together. Other than that, I would have to work, and really it was hard to get a Thanksgiving off because I worked at the Super Center. Y'all know what Super Center I'm speaking of, good. That place, oh my goodness, I got a video, I'll link that in the description, about how that place compared to prison. Like it was like he went to prison and I went to prison at the same time. Like I went to this prison in my job, and my mental prison. And so I worked there, and it's something called Black Friday, which today is Black Friday. Growing up, I didn't know what Black Friday was. But girl, when I started working at that Super Center, I knew what Black Friday was. It was so crazy. Like, we would get, that Thanksgiving would basically be, I worked overnight, so I barely would get up maybe around 11 or noon or something like that, because I'd be dead tired. I had just got off at 7 in the morning. So when I get off, I would get up. My mother would wake me up. I'd be like this. I'd be so tired. You get up and you don't even know where you at. You don't know what time of day. You don't know nothing. You so freaking tired. So I would get up, sit to the table, because my mom would be like, Keita, the food is ready. And I'll be like, eating like that, and then hurrying and getting back into the bed. So because I had to return to work for that night for Black Friday, which would be a crazy line of events. Like, girl, this was so crazy. This was back when they would let the pallets out into the aisleways, girl, people would start pouring into your Walmart. And they, because we were 24 hours at that time, they would pour into your Walmart with their little seats, they little camping seats. Girl, they would be camping all over the, oh, I said super center. I'm sorry. They'll be camping all over the super center. Girl. So when a certain time come, because they would stand in front of what item they really wanted to take, you know, for that sale. So they'll rip the package off at a certain time, rip it off. And these people be boom, 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 throwing bowls trying to get to that stuff. Girl, it was crazy. My first Black Friday working, I didn't know what the heck hit. I didn't understand that. I didn't know what that was, but that was what I would get ready for. So I couldn't be in the present moment with our daughter. So I already was a struggling single mother. So she didn't have her father, and then coincidentally, she didn't have her mother as well, because I was just not available like that. Like, so our daughter had a really rough time growing up. She had a really rough time. It's like, if her father was gone, she still needed a present. But I gave as much time as I could, girl. As much as I could find from wherever, from my sleep, really. I found the time from my sleep time and from my care for me time. I found that time and I gave it to our daughter, because she's the most important, you know, person in this whole situation of us three. She does not deserve to have any less of a life because of anything that her parents did. Not because her father is in prison, does she need to suffer. Not because her mother is out here working and can't keep it together and going crazy in the midst of it, going like freaking losing her mind. She doesn't deserve to have any less because of that. So that was how our holidays were. They were very depressing. They were so depressing. And plus, you're saying everybody coming to the store as families. And as a prison wife, you like, that's what you just freaking long for, girl. Like, that moment you and your husband can be walking through the grocery store, shopping together, planning meals together, buying. I used to love to walk down the aisle, the laundry detergent aisle. Oh my gosh, girl, that smelled so good. And just imagine, I'm washing Marchello's dirty underwear, girl. Oh. But yeah. So that part. So now I got a second part of Thanksgiving, and it's basically like a throwback Thursday turn flashback Friday. We're coming off the cusp of Thursday. I would have did this yesterday, but girl, I didn't have time. Like, I had to work. Like, I got to work my life away, good. Like, for real. So Thanksgiving 1998. Girl, do you know, we lost a dear one that day. A dear one. The true Chicago OG. Girl, we lost her. Dang. Okay, so Thanksgiving. My beautiful mother was alive as well. My grandmother and my mother share the same name. Their name is Kirsten. Oh my gosh, it was such a debate on that, because grandma said it was spelled the way. Okay, grandma called herself Curtistine, but my mother came along, was like, she named her after her, Curtistine, and she was like, your name ain't Curtistine. Your name, I mean, no. My mother was like, my name's not Curtistine. If you look at it how it's spelled, it's Kirsten. So she wanted to pronounce it Kirsten. And grandma was like, no, girl, your name is Curtistine. But actually, it ain't a steen on the end of the way the name is spelled. It does look like Kirsten, but my mama said she was Kirsten. Grandma said, no, you Curtistine, girl. But both of them, my mother and grandmother, rest in peace, they both passed very young. My grandmother passed at age 59. And my mother passed at 53. Which is crazy because when my mother, I was like, you know, my grandmother died early. But I was like, but mom got a long time ahead of her. Like, she, you know, and unfortunately she didn't. She didn't even live to 59. Crazy. Okay, so Thanksgiving of 1998. We were off. I was in high school, and we are in Florida, Orlando, Florida. Most of my family is in Chicago, Illinois. I also have family in Mississippi. So most family members are in Chicago. So my mother was spending the day just speaking to all the family from out of town. And I was in her bathroom, my mother and father's bathroom, doing my hair. They had this little mirror that flips to a certain way, because people used to wonder how girl, I was so good with them braids. Like, that's why I got that carpal tunnel really bad, because of the braids. But I was so good with them, and I would do my own hair. Like, please don't judge now, girl. I can actually link that in the description, girl. I got them skills, like, for real. But people didn't know how I did the back of my hair. So I would flip this little mirror out, and I could part it off and do all my braids. Like, no braid could be out of like place. And that's really who Keita Dixon is, or Kadlac Dixon. I'm so sorry. After prison wife life, this is who Keita Dixon is. Cuticles pilling, face pilling, braids a mess and frizzy and fuzzed up at the top. That's why I wear this bandana. This is me now, because I do nothing but fight my husband's case and go to work. I have no life outside of that. So I'm not even the same person I was due to prison wife life. Which I would urge you, please hold on to yourself as much as you can. You will lose yourself in prison wife life. Girl, I lost me, and I was a beautiful person. I was a beautiful person. I no longer know where that person is at. I'm trying to find her, girl. Oh my God. I am so trying to find her. Anyways, my mother, she talked to everybody, and then she was on the phone with grandma. I'm like, oh, grandma on the phone, girl. I'm up in the bathroom doing my hair. My grandmother talked to my mother. She talked to the little girls, which were my sisters at the time. They were really young. They were like 8 or 9 or so-ish, somewhere around that age. 7 and something like that. I was about 17. So there's a big jump in between us. They could have been younger than that. There's a jump in between us. No, girl, they was young. Because from 94 to 98. So one was 4 and one had to be 2. They were really young. So I'm really far and few in between my little sisters and myself. So my grandmother talked to everybody. And then mom was like, I said, oh, mom, I want to speak to grandma. And she said, oh, I just hung up. And she was like, but she's going to call back later. You could talk to her when, you know, when she calls back. You'll be able to talk to her. So I'm like, okay. She talked to everybody in that house. Everybody in that house. But she didn't talk to me. And when the night fast forwarded, we had our Thanksgiving dinner. I ended up at my aunt's house. At that time, I used to love to be at my aunt's house. I never wanted to be home. My aunt wakes us up, and she's like crying through the house. And I'm like, what are you doing? She said, she gone, she gone. And I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? She's gone, my mama gone. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they told me my grandmother had passed that night, on Thanksgiving night. Girl, that hurt my heart so bad. That's the first time I experienced death. I never had experienced death. Yeah, so crazy. Grandmother died on Thanksgiving night, and she didn't get to call back. She didn't. So really the moral out of that, you got to live every life before you leave a person. My mother too passed unexpectedly. I gave her a hug. I was so sleepy, and I hugged my mama like this. But had I knew it was the last hug, I would have never let go. Love your family like it's your last. Spend your time. Even Marchello, nobody knew I would never physically see him free again. Nobody knew that. You got to, don't neglect them. Don't what do you call that? Where they, I don't know the word for it, but just use them for whatever, you know, they can help you with. Actually love your family. Love your family, because they're not really yours. You're just able to be in their lives with you. You don't own them. So do not treat them as though they're your possession and you could treat them however you want. Girl, appreciate your family, because you never know. With that, I got 2 little songs that I did. This video, you will get to see a little bit of my rap skills. I stopped putting so much rap in it because I guess most people don't understand it, feel it, whatever. Don't like it. I can't rap, girl. They hate my voice. So I'm just going to give you a little bit. You can click off if you don't like it. That's fine. So I got 2. It's one called Deep Shit. Okay. And this is deep shit. You wanna hear it? Listen clear. I said it's deep shit. I'm about to spit it in your ears. Now let's go back some years. Think I was only about 6. My baby cousin died before my eyes. Ain't that some shit? Now let's fast forward to the year of 98. I lost my grandmama. Yeah, she died on Thanksgiving Day. I truly missed them. But life, it must go on, ready or not. This is life, and here it comes. It dropped another bomb on me in the year 2002. My fiance got a raw deal. Now his release 2K42. Too much stress on me. I dropped out of college. Now I'm working his dead-end job, and nothing I seem to accomplish. All my hopes and dreams. They gone down the drain. Seems the only thing going now is this music thing. It's now or never. Either I'm gonna sink or I'm gonna swim. It's like I've been held in the water too long, and now for hell I'm gasping. Nothing happens for no type of reason. All this that I've been through to strengthen me. Now it's my season. Yeah, it's your girl Kadlac. Okay, and I got a second one. This one's called Grandmama. I gotta do a part. Interruption, girl. Goodbye. Let me turn that down. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't do nothing without the phone ringing off the hinges. This is why I can't get to my dreams, because I'm always interrupted. But I got another one called Grandmama, which I'm going to have to do one about my mama, because at that time, my grandmother was passed, and I still have my mother. So I want to revamp this song as well for my mother, my dear mother. Okay, this one's called Grandmama. Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then gon' save a space for I. Cause the way of this world, it's on my shoulders, and I don't think that I can keep from going under. Grandmama, if you're listening to the words I say, since we last spoke, it's some major things in my life that change. Yeah, I got pregnant and I had myself a baby girl. Baby daddy got locked up. He left us all alone in this cold, cold world. I gotta drive 5 hours now just so she can see her daddy. Gotta listen to her crying, please, mommy, please, can daddy come with me? I gotta work 2 jobs, seems like, just so I can make ends meet. Make me wanna holler out, Lord, is this really how life's supposed to be? Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then God save a space for I. Because the way of the world, it's on my shoulders, and I don't know if I can keep from going under. Her grandmama, is it? Shoot, I messed up. Gosh, sorry. Get back. Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then God save a space for I. Because the way of this world, it's on my shoulders, and I don't know if I can keep from going under. Seems like every day I'm digging myself deeper in a hole. It's like I'm lost. I'm having a hell of a time trying to get back home. Now more and more I'm wishing for them days of old, like the days before you left, before this world turned so cold. Now there's no more happy hands, no more shoulders for me to lean on. See, no one else gives a damn, and now I'm out here all alone. If I hold in there, is it really hope for tomorrow? Grandmama, I hope so, because I can't take no more sorrow. Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then God save a space for I. Because the way of the world, it's on my shoulders, and I don't know if I can keep from going under. Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then God save a space for I. Because the way of the world is on my shoulders, and I don't know if I can keep from going under. Grandmama, I know you hear me calling. Grandmama, I know you up there listening. Grandmama, I'm going insane. Grandmama, I'm in so much pain. Grandmama, is it better on the other side? And if so, then God save a space for I. Because the way of the world is on my shoulders, and I don't know if I can keep from going under. Yeah, it's your girl Kadlac. Rest in peace, Curtis Dean Diggs. Rest in peace, Curtis Dean Dixon. I love you both.